Okay, so today I've just literally dropped my daughter off at school. Perks of having your own business: you pick your own times when you want to work. So obviously, when I was a bit younger, I mean, I've got two other children as well. I didn't actually get a chance to enjoy them grow up. Obviously, me and their mother weren't together. But I still never had a chance to see them go to their school, do their school plays. I think once maybe I saw them in their school plays. It's difficult when you've got to work and you can't get the time off because the bosses don't seem to have the understanding for you wanting to enjoy your children as they're young, or when they're young. So I missed a lot out with my first two. But for my youngest one, she's turning 8 this Sunday. The perks of having your own business is the fact that you can drop them off to school, you can pick them up. I drop her off every day. I don't go into work all the time. But actually, the videos that I've been making, I've been travelling to work because it's been school holidays. It's just nice to be able to drop them back into school, you know, have that special moment when you take them in to just to drop them off and watch their little faces and watch them go into class. But we've talked a few things about business now, and I think one of my main things was actually, you know, making sure that you do your research. I've mentioned that quite a few times. So, in order to be successful, you have to be one cut above the rest. Okay, if you've got the same services as everybody else around that area, you have to be one better. You have to offer something. You have to go beyond. I would say. I would definitely say go over and beyond. For that customer, you know, over deliver. Like, say for instance, you're doing the printing, give them a couple of free prints as a surprise, because they're going to appreciate it at the end of the day. They're going to turn around and say, do you know what, actually, you know, I spent £100 with you and I got this and this for free. And you know, I think by giving them that little bit extra, most people intend to be, you know, really grateful about it and they remember you. Now, this is a service that you want to be remembered for. And it gets annoying because, you know, you see companies that they do this and they don't bother. What's the right word for this? They don't care about the customer service, and it's all about customer service. So we've talked a lot about finding, you know, your destination and making sure that you have the location right. Also making sure that you have the demand, you know, do the research and make sure that there's a high demand for what you're offering around the local area, or even online, you know, making sure that there is a demand online for it. And you'll have instant customers coming to you, you know, they want to be intrigued, ask questions, you know. You see people in the street with a clipboard asking you questions, asking you to donate money to Cap or Main Cap or whatever it's called, or Oxfam or anything like this. Charities, giving you options, give them 4 options, and you know, put prices on those options to find out how much people are willing to pay. It's always worth doing something along the lines of this, just in case, you know. And look at what your competitors are charging as well, because if you can slightly undercharge, you'll have customers already there, you know, they want to try something maybe a bit cheaper in the long run. Then you can start putting your money up as soon as you start bringing in the customers. But location and demand, do your research, make sure your shop is, you know, I always say this, you should paint your shop white, okay, because it's a nice clean colour. Yeah, it's fresh, it's clean, you don't have to worry too much about it looking too dirty. Make sure you've got bright lights in there as well, so then it shines off the white walls. When you present yourself to the customer, make sure you stand up, look them straight in the eye. Don't just sit there and on your desk and not really pay attention to the person. You need to pay attention to the customer as soon as they come in, because first engagement, first impressions. And people always goes off first impressions. I know you shouldn't, but people do. You walk into a place, the first impression is, if you're not dressed well, they're going to think, oh my god, look at you. But first impressions do count, so you need to make sure that you have great first impressions. So that's my bit of advice for today. As I say, the perks of having your own business: you can basically work the times that you want to work, but you want to be successful, you need to put the hours in. Okay then guys, that's it for me today, and I shall speak to you tomorrow.